Welcome to Papa Junk Shop. Got a new project here going. Pretty much like my usual ones, you know, somebody else's trash is my treasure. So the grandson seen this sitting along the road for sale, I guess with some other stuff. And he was looking for an engine to put on one of his tractors. Now this wasn't going to be a good choice, but he told me about it the next day. And I thought, ooh, I've been looking for one of these. It's what's left of an inverter generator. I've been wanting one to play with to see if I can use the three-phase AC to switch to DC and use it to feed an MPPT charge controller for my 48 volt solar system. So I've been kind of watching for one, and this one was 20 bucks. Supposedly it ran, but it didn't make electric. And why somebody would do this to it, I don't know. But anyways, basically it's sort of pretty much all there. The important stuff. It's a Champion 2800 watt. So I was talking to the guy and I said, jeepers, too bad the rest of it wasn't around. He says, well, I got some more parts of it that we tore off because we just wanted to save the engine because the rest of it wasn't any good. And I says, well, can I look and see what you got? So we went up and he had a trailer full of scrap. And this was the pieces that we could find. As you can see, it's really bad. So apparently there was one screw there they couldn't get out, so they just pried that out of the way. And if you look at this, they just chopped the wires off. The base is pretty much all there. That's the top cover. This is the inverter. And he says that it just made a pop sound and quit working. And he showed me, he says, this fuse thing right here must be what's the matter. You know, it looks like there was a capacitor there because I think that's what's left of the capacitor. So it's probably a reason why that blew, but I'm not sure. And what this is the front cover, I believe. And we found the wires. And as I was leaving, he flagged me down and he says, hey, he says, you want the gas tank? I got that too. So I got the gas tank. And apparently they were going to save it for some, because it looks like they took a Sawzall and cut the fuel valve out of the plastic front. So that's what I got to play with. So I guess first thing I'm going to do is get it in there on the bench and do a little diagnostic and see if we can get it to run. Okay, got her up on the bench and trying to figure out what we need to do to try it. So I got all these wires, the ends taped off so they don't touch in case we get it running, because it'll be like a dead short. Probably stall it. And we looked at the oil, and the oil was all right. And I was looking where to hook the gas up, and I'm looking at this thing, and I think an expert worked on it because the carburetor's on backwards. The choke is towards the engine block. So I think we're going to pull that off and turn it around the right way before we try it. So I'll be back when I get that done. Okay, got the carb turned around. Got my temporary gas tank hooked up and turned on. It's not leaking anywhere, amazingly. So I think we're ready for a test here. Let's see. I do have an assistant. Maybe he can hold the choke closed for me. How we gotta shut it off? Which one's a kill wire? Probably one of these. We'll see what happens. Probably don't have to worry about shutting it off, huh? Well, not sure. I'm going to get my gas thing and we'll squirt it a little. If we don't get any results, we'll see if we got spark. There's a little gas. Okay. Do a little more checking out and... Oh, spark plug's loose. Okay. I don't think it's touching. No spark? No, no spark. Okay, time to do a little research. Spark problem is solved. These two wires, which I thought one of them would be you ground it to kill it, like, you know, a lawnmower, a lot of engines. But in this case, you got to put them together. So now you have spark. So while we're doing that, the carburetor decided to start leaking. So I got the gas shut off right now, but there should be enough in the carb. So I'm going to give her a try again. Get it off the table. Sounds pretty good. Trying to get to the throttle. Oh, the guy was right. It does run. Didn't smoke or nothing. So, and might be just junk we stirred up for the carb. The needle for the float might just have some crap in it. So things are looking up. Looks like I got a running unit to play with. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. So some more research might be in order. Well, I put all the parts that I had together to see what all was there. I got that screw out of there, straightened up that front panel. So I'm missing this back cover by the exhaust and the side cover. Side cover I could make pretty easily. This one's a little different, but you know, it's probably never going to work again as originally intended, but just thought I'd see how much of it was here. So I think I'm going to call this a video for now until I figure out just how I'm going to go about the rest of this and do some testing. So if you liked her, give me a thumbs up as usual, and if you haven't subscribed and like to watch people work with somebody else's scrap, push that subscribe button, and Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, hopefully.